They'll be calling you a radical, Kevin Blanch. I'm here in front of the MA, not to be exposed with the MoMA in Santa Cruz, the museum. Of course, you know the California state motto. What's Fukushima? Wow, the homeless epidemic here is something. The first woman that walked up says, "You got information about Fukushima?" You know, so. The emperor has no clothes. I've walked all of it. This walk has broke my heart. I've saw it firsthand. I've saw the Pacific genocide firsthand. I've walked. I have not missed one pier now in the last 2-3 years. Not one. I covered the last one at Holy Capitola last night. But I've walked from San Diego to here so far. Of course, I've went the other way from San Francisco before. You know that. But the museums refuse to show the art. Epic denial. California state motto, what's Fukushima? The great passive-aggressive genociders. George ain't gonna let me tend them rabbits. When Stanford and his merry men slaughtered the 3,000 fourth-year-old redwoods right here, they should have blew Lenny's head off then. I was out in Steinbeck country, and it's still very real out there. The Mexican exploitation, out there, had to walk like this. It's hardcore out there. Watsonville, really hardcore. It's got it all. George. Tim Shell, thou mayest. The passive-aggressive murdering monsters that California is. First, they came for the buffalo across the plain, but then they got here. They came for the redwoods, the 3,000-year-old cathedrals. Cut them all. Can you imagine those cathedrals? You just sit and cut them down. The golden bears, the grizzly bears, kill them all. The big cougars, kill them all. Kill all the mammals. The pine trees are dying. Out there on Big Sur, those grand historic beauties, those monsters, they're dead. There's iconic, oh, beetle, no, it's not beetle. Now they're saying solar radiation. Yeah, the sun just started shining. What's Fukushima? A heat source being released off Fukushima, triple meltdown. They don't even know what it is, but they claim what it is. The sea lions starving to death. The sea lions are starving to death. Starving to death. I've saw it. Thousands of them starving to death. You know, the only place there's any healthy population is under the pier at Santa Cruz. They crawl up there and because people feed them. You know, the fishermen chum. Wow. Sad. California, this walk has broke my heart. Museums refuse to show the art. Refuse. They're not museums anymore. They're not museums. They're oligarchy freaking wall decorators. There's nothing cultural. They think being radical is throwing up some porn from the 70s or Hustler magazine photographs. That's art. I thought these modern arts were supposed to show the paintings and the art and the videos of the time as they happen. Jackson, I protested at the MoMA in New York City at the Unnatural History Museum. It's an unnatural history as of 3/11/11. I presented the last wild Canadian, the last wild German, the last wild American. I says, I want them stuffed. Who's going to be left to view them? Miko Kako says our virtual pets. This is all just going to be a desert. No, biggie. Ha, ha, ha. I'm Miko Kako, a false equivalency like Helen, like all of them. I'm at the Helen California. You know, I'm an anti-nuclear activist. What's Fukushima? I'm a carpenter. What's a hammer? I'm a baker. What's a cake? The ocean's dying. The ocean's dying. What's a nuclear meltdown? It's been going on 1,470 days. Epic denial in California. I'm here to tell you. The tide pools are all empty. All the tide. I've looked at 10,000 tide pools. The most infamous tide. Not one starfish. Not one. They're empty. The tide pools are empty. Dead sea lions everywhere. Dead, starving to death elephant seals everywhere. Very sad. The big pines. Solar radiation. You have a device that can tear solar radiation, Fukushima nuclear fission. I want to see that thing. Hell, who are you? Teller's grandchild? Who are you? Lawrence's grandson? They're all Lawrence and Teller's grandson. Then they came for the Marines at San Onofre. 40,000 and put them in the trenches, nuclear lab rat, then blow the smithereens at them, cut their tonsils out of permit. Very real. My father, one of them. And I want people to know, you want to talk about my California lines? Let's go to 1848. My grandfather at Old Town. The fourth, my grandpa. Those are the guys that found the gold at Suter's Mill. They were communists. They weren't like this. This place, the homeless population's out of control here. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's heartbreaking.